We have a partner that's one of the largest recyclers of heavily soiled and contaminated plastics in the United States, and they had a dirty job to do. As part of the process, once the plastic was recovered, it would be put into these major drums for cleaning. In these drums, they would blast the plastics, and everything would come out and fall onto the plant floor. They would all be collected and washed into these series of sumps. These sumps would see everything from plastic, snakes, mud, dirt, pieces of banding, sugarcane, everything you can imagine would go into these sumps. And with the existing setup, these sumps would completely flood because they get clogged up in 2 to 3 hours. When we arrived on site, the pumps were completely clogged and the sumps were completely flooded. Actually, the entire part of the plant floor was so high in water that we had to wade in with knee-high water boots. The sumps would actually drain off underground, but what was happening, because these pumps were clogging up all the time, is they'd be chain hoisted up. A maintenance guy would come around with a fireman's hose and blast off the suction every 2 to 3 hours to free them of debris. But it was a temporary solution. We'd seen flooded collection sumps many, many times before. This is one of our favorite applications because we know our agitation technology could help here. They had had so many problems with the pumps that had been installed for so many years that not everybody was so thrilled or even believed that a heavy pump solution could solve the problem so easily. And that included one of their maintenance foremen. So we started up these pumps, we were all kind of gathered around, and we could see these little eddies being created as the pumps started to suck. And out of the corner of our eye, we kind of wandered over to another part of the process, and out of the corner of the eye, we noticed the maintenance foreman just kind of casually put the cap back on his soft drink, and quickly he dropped it into one of the eddies, probably hoping that it might clog up the pump. And within a couple seconds, the bottle had been sucked into the eddy. We hear kind of a clang and a chunk, and it shot out like a torpedo over the shaker screen. I've never seen a guy look more sheepish than when that bottle shot over the shaker screen and ended up crumpled on the concrete right about 5 feet in front of us. But the point is, to this day, there's no more flooding and the pumps are still pumping.